The Victoria's Fatherland Liberation War Museum was the first of many I would be taken to. Here I would learn that the great leader single-handedly defeated Japanese imperialism in 1945, with no mention of World War II.
This picture shows the invincibility of Korean people united strongly around the great leader Generalissimo Kim Il-sung, who defeated to imperialism US and Japan.
In 1950, after finally getting support and permission from Russia and China, General Kim Il-sung invaded the south in an attempt to reunify Korea.
In this room and next room, you can see how the US aggressors occupied South Korea and prepared the aggressive war against the northern half of the republic.
If the attack came from the south first, how come the north made so much progress into the south?
Oh, I will explain later.
Okay. What were the Russians and Chinese doing in North Korea?
I will explain later.
I'll just listen.
The showpiece of the museum is a huge revolving panoramic painting of a famous battle. The unshaven alcoholics are the US imperialist aggressors, the suntanned heroes with white teeth, the North Korean army.
So this is the USS Pueblo, which is the only US naval vessel in captivity in the world, which they've proudly kept open for us a little bit later than normal.
The USS Pueblo is North Korea's greatest trophy, and it's moored permanently in the country's capital.
He's a veteran who played a part in the battle to capture USS Pueblo. Bullet hole.
After a gunfight, the crew were captured. One sailor was killed.
The American soldier was killed here?
Yes, yes.
The crew were only released 11 months later, after the US government wrote a grovelling apology.
The government of the United States of America shoulders full responsibility and solemnly apologizes for the grave acts of espionage committed by the US ship against the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
일곱 명의 대원이 폐벌로에 뛰어올라서 83명의 무장악당들이 징벌하고 폐벌을 납했지만 오늘 장군님이 스라에서 무적 강군이 된 우리 명군대는 미제 침략자들이 또다시 역사의 경을 망하고 이 땅에 기어든다면 그때 놈들의 아성이 이 세상 그 어디건 찾아가 폭파해버릴 것이고 이 땅에 기어든 미제 침략자들은 먼저 올라가면서 일단병이 무수목으로 무자박에 침묵해버릴 것입니다.
What does he think of Bush?
부시에 대해서 어떻게 생각하는가? 전쟁 광신자고 호전부자.
So where do you live? You live in near here?
This is a middle district and I live here just beside the river.
So you live with your family?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mother-in-law and father-in-law and my husband and one daughter. Her name is Ji-yeon, meaning the pond of knowledge, the lake of knowledge, yes.
And she's only 1 year old.
Yes.
People here like American music?
I just forgot the name, the famous singer. It starts from E.
A man or a woman?
Man.
E. Elvis.
Elvis, yes.
Elvis.
Yes.
He's your
I
favorite?
know him.
Well, I kind of came here, I'd read all the articles, I'd read all the books, and I was coming here ready to sort of laugh at the personality cult here and, you know, the ridiculousness of it all. And I came here actually thinking that by the end of the week I'd confront our guys and say that what you're showing me is a sham. But, I don't know, man, they're breaking my heart.
The next day, we were driven for 3 hours to visit what we were told was a typical cooperative farm. This vision of agricultural perfection did not tally with what I had read about the Great Famine.
Many people are dying from starvation.
I don't think it's so serious. It's not that serious.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Because we read that many people starve.
There is still lack of foods, but not not that kind of serious problem. Many people die. So.
Are we wrong? Because in our newspapers it said that maybe 1 million people died from starvation.
Maybe it will be propagandized.
Propaganda. The response I got every time I suggested there might be a few cracks in the great leader's sunshine state. It seemed pointless to mention the fact that many aid agencies think the number of deaths from famine could be as high as 3 million.
Let's go inside.
If millions have died through starvation, loyalty to the great and dear leaders remains unbreakable. Everywhere you go in North Korea, you see evidence of a country constantly prepared for war. 1 in 10 North Koreans wears military uniform, and you often see army trucks carrying soldiers and weapons.
What was in there?
Beef.
Lots of boxes of shells and machine guns.
Beef.
The beef will go off.
So that was a lorry full of beef.
Yeah, beef, yeah. Right.
Beef can mean trouble. Like if I have beef with you, it means I have a problem with you.
So America has a beef with North Korea, you could say.
Lots of the, I think, the nuclear beef they have.
Just 1 week later and I was back at the demilitarized zone. Only this time I was inside the axis of evil, looking out.
다른 데서는 좀 큰 사건들이 이제 전쟁으로 일어날 수 있겠지만 여기는 누구의 일개 병사의 약간한 실수를 해서도 전면 전쟁이 일어날 수 있는 큰 싸움이 버틸 수 있는 이런 위험성이 대단히 큰 것입니다. 난 조선 전쟁 시기에 우리 할아버지를 비롯해서 가족 친척 11명 다 학살당하고 아버지 혼자만이 살아남은 사람이 난 그런 지난 날이 있기 때문에 우리 아버지도 역시 한생을 군복을 입고 있고 아들 5명이 다 모두 나처럼 군복을 입고 전선에 나와 있습니다. 아메리칸 솔디어.
I didn't dare tell him we'd been shown around by the very same American soldier just a week before.
In the newspapers it said that they have an axe on display.
Oh yes.
That they used to kill American soldiers in the 1960 or 1970.
Kill American
not
soldiers?
True? Yeah, with an axe.
신문에서 나왔는데 미국 군인들을 때린 그 덕기가 전시돼 있답니다.
거기 못 봤던가? 있어요. 아까 우리 들어가봐서 사진들이랑 전시돼 있던 거기 그대로.
Okay, then we're gonna have to drop in there to see the axe.
Yeah.
Okay.
미안하지만 정전입니다. 이 정도 빚에서도 촬영할 수 있습니까?
And in the darkest part of the museum, we found the axe, proudly displayed in a glass case.
그런데 미국은 남선에서 세계적 대화망원에서 남선에서 물려가라 하지 않았습니다. 남선에 남아있어 구실을 마련하였습니다.
여기 영어하는 사람 같은데?
Smiling, waving North Korean soldiers. It's very different to how we are told in the West.